umpire said, nope, we're going to check this one. Greg Gibson is the first base umpire, and he's going to get a visit from John Gibbons. The first base coach, Tim Leeper, turned immediately and pointed to the dugout and said, I want to look at it. And Gibbons didn't even wait. He said, I got to see this one.
Yeah. What had happened was Getz took off right there. He took a little bit of a half of a step and then went to the outside and said, he did not tag me. He tagged me up in my shoulder area. And there's coming back. You go to the back outside part of the bag. He tagged him in the shoulder.
Didn't tag him on the hand. If that glove goes to the bag instead of to the player, Getz would slide right into that glove.
You know, the only thing that we don't know is the first swipe, did he get him on the forearm? And then he hit him up in the shoulder, but it looked like the hand might have been in there.
You played first base. Aren't you taught to take the glove to the bag, or you reach for the runner?
Go right to the bag, right to that back corner of the bag. And if he does that, it's a good throw. It's too high. He's too high with the tag.
Yeah, he swiped at the forearm and then ended up tagging him on the shoulder, but I think it was after the fact, after Getz got his hand on the base.
You know, he could have, with the bottom of his glove, might have just brushed his forearm before he went up and tagged him up in the shoulder. Right there. And we can't tell if he's on the base or not, but he might have just brushed his forearm there.
And in order to change it, it has to be clear that it was the incorrect call. The call on the field is that Getz is out. And the Blue Jays are hopeful that there's enough evidence in the replay in New York to indicate to turn that call over.
Well, the throw beat him, and the hand didn't get in there straight to the bag. It looked like it hit the dirt and kind of bent his arm a little bit away from the bag. And I think the contention, sorry, Buck, is Getz and Tim Leeper said he tagged me in the shoulder. He didn't tag me the first time he swiped at me.
I would be surprised if this is overturned because it's so close.
Yeah, so would I.
They will uphold the ruling on the field unless there's clear-cut evidence that the ruling is wrong. And I just don't know by the replays that we have seen if you could say that. So they're taking a long time. Obviously, it's a 6-6 game, and it's a pivotal point of the ball game. You got a base stealer at first who has been called out. John Gibbons asked that the play be reviewed.
One more time. He catches it in good spot. Goes over. I mean, from that angle, it looked like he missed him on that initial swipe.
Now the umpires have the decision and they're going to uphold it. So the evidence in New York wasn't substantial enough to overrule the calling on the field. So Getz is out. He is picked off. So the Blue Jays will lose that appeal. It's an umpire review in the 8th inning, but John Gibbons can ask that the umpires look at it. It took him a long time.